We know you're not going to win the crown. I'm making it because of me. No, I need to make a change. No matter what, you are beautiful just the way you are. I'm the first Black woman to
Miss Grand International 2020!
Because I did it. I succeeded and I won.
United States of America!
I broke those walls and I rebuilt my own and I created my own beauty standard. I don't care what people are saying. I'm going to go out there and do the best of my ability, do the best that I can.
Abena, hello. Welcome to Gold Circle Podcast. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, I'm so grateful that you could make the time because you're extremely busy.
Oh my goodness. I know, but I make time for friends and important things. So yes, I'm glad to be here.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, we have been through a lot because
The past few days.
yes, because you organized Miss Grand Ghana. That is a big task.
Such a big task. And I'm so glad that you were here to help me because you actually really played an important role, you know, judging the girls and being able to give the person what they truly deserve. It's a lot. There's a lot of responsibility. And I can see that during the deliberation process, you guys took a while because it was difficult. But yeah, I'm glad that you were here to help. It's amazing.
Thank you so much. I'm grateful for the opportunity and always to help to empower women to help help them shine and to be seen, because a lot of the times doesn't matter where, in workplaces or in families, or you're not seen. We're not seen, and this platform is really huge. I don't see it as a lot of people think, oh, pageantry is just about beauty. No, it's about showing your strength, your inner power, what you can, and really help giving back to the world.
Definitely. That's what it's all about. I started this whole pageant journey because when I was growing up, I never had a role model to look up to. I just had my mom. I never had someone that fit within that space that I could see, oh, I want to be just like this person. I didn't have the representation.
Yeah.
So growing up, I wanted to be that representation for girls so that they can look up to me, so that they can know that no matter what, I can do it too. My kind can also thrive and make it up there.
Yeah.
So it was very important to me with the way I present, from my hair, my skin tone, what I wear, the way I speak, the way I communicate. It's very, very important because I know girls are looking up to me.
Yeah.
So representation was very important, and becoming Miss Grand Ghana. No, actually becoming Miss Grand United States and then going to Miss Grand International, becoming the first Black woman to win. The reason why I brought the franchise home is because when I competed for Miss Grand United States, there was no Ghana. So I couldn't have competed for Miss Grand Ghana. So I am half-half. So I competed for the United States. I went international, I won. But on that stage, something was missing for me. There was no Ghana. Most of the African countries were missing. I was like, why is that?
Yeah.
That's not fair. I need to make a change. Exactly. Because there's a stereotype of beauty, right? That the society is a narrow stereotype of beauty that society has created, that if you don't fit in, then automatically you're not beautiful.
Yeah.
And I worked hard to change that. I broke those walls and I rebuilt my own and I created my own beauty standard.
Yeah.
Which is no beauty standard. Everyone is beautiful no matter what. So being on that stage and realizing that there were not a lot of girls on that stage that looked like me, were only 4 Black girls.
Wow.
That is not representation. That was not enough.
Grand USA.
International. That was Miss Grand International.
How many countries?
Almost 100.
Wow.
Yes.
4?
4 to 5. Yes. And the reason why this is, I feel like because a lot of African countries, again, don't see the representation. So after I competed, so many Black girls started to join. So many African countries started to join because they're like, wow, so a Black girl that looks like me can actually go international and thrive and succeed, then I can do it too. And that's why it was very, very important to me when I was going for Miss Grand International to be able to represent in the best way possible and be myself, authentically myself. I didn't have to change anything. I didn't want to change anything. I wanted to be me. Because usually when people are going for pageants is now they have to do the plastic surgery and do this to fit into that. Yes, best to fit into that mold.
I always thought it wasn't, maybe, I don't know, but I always thought it was like a lot of natural beauty and
Oh no, now it's not. It's all about, for me personally, I feel like it's who has the best plastic surgeons contest, because that's not what pageantry is about. I feel like pageantry now has become about that, and it shouldn't be about that. It should be about natural beauty. It should be about the person that has the heart. It should be about that person that actually wants to help and make a change, make a difference. That's what pageantry is about. Because pageantry is created to be able to boost you and help bring out the inner you so that you can then help others as well. It's a chain effect.
Yeah.
So it helps you, then you help someone else. And by the time you realize you're empowering so many people, because they do say when women rise, we lift others up as well. So it's a chain effect.
Yeah.
But the thing is, unfortunately, some beauty pageants, like most girls are already done. They're done head to toe. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But I also want to show girls, especially girls that look like me, that it's okay to go on that stage looking just like you, being authentically yourself. Because I did it. I succeeded and I won. So that means that you can do it too.
Yeah.
We just have to believe.
To win though, because I was looking like even at Miss Grand Ghana and showcasing the video. But before that, I even went on social media to check, and I got so much goosebumps. I was like emotional, like I was there, because it means so much. Like what went through your body? Because I saw you collapsed basically when they say Miss Grand International USA, and I've been like, what went through you, or was it just a total blackout?
Well, because it was a lot of emotions. First off, a day before the finals, and actually the day of the finals, a lot of people they came up to me and they said, "We know you're not going to win the crown, but you've done so well, and know that you shouldn't give up. This is amazing." Everybody was saying it. We know you're not going to win the crown. We know you're not going to win the crown. We know they. Because first of all, people's mentality was it's happening in Asia. Now, sometimes the stereotype is the lighter you are in Asia, the prettier you are. The darker you are, you're not so pretty. You don't fit into that. So me being a dark girl, and a dark girl has never ever won before, now they are like, okay, she's really good, but there's a possibility she might not make it. So that was people were already telling you that. So imagine people filling you up with negativity even before you get on the major stage. So I was already having that in my mind. And I was like, you know what? I don't care what people are saying. I'm going to go out there and do the best of my ability, do the best that I can, and represent my people. So I went out there and I was like, you know what? I'm giving it my all. And that year too, I had said to myself, because I've been competed in pageants since I was 3 years old. I've been training since I was 3 years old. I won my first international pageant in 2016. That was for Queen Beauty Universe, and I represented Ghana. And I'm the first person to win an international pageant for Ghana. Wow. Also, applause. Thank you. Also being the first Black woman to win Queen Beauty Universe as well. But then Miss Grand International is one of the biggest pageants in the world. Now Miss Grand International is number one before Miss Universe, before Miss World. So to win such a big, prestigious pageant like that, now that was something. So me going up there and even getting called into the top 20, I felt like that was an achievement. USA had never even made it to the top 20 before.
Wow.
Yet a Black girl. So being called into the top 20, I was like, wow, okay, I'm going. So anytime they call me forward, I'm like, I hear, to me, in my heart, I hear the girls sitting at home, the Black girls that look like I'm cheering. They're like, oh my God, she's making it. She's doing it. Look at that. She's doing it with her natural hair. She's doing it with her natural dark skin. She hasn't done anything to her body. She's going. And to my advance, I cried because of that little girl. Well, that little girl sitting at home watching me. And that's why I cry. I cry because I'm breaking those barriers. Anytime I advance into the next level, I've broken a barrier.
You did.
I set different standards.
Yeah.
And I'm letting the world know that, oh, wait, I'm not super light skinned. I don't have super bone straight hair, but I'm still making it. I'm thriving just the way I am. I didn't have to fix anything on me in order for me to make it. I'm making it because of me.
Yeah.
So then I made a huge statement that night, telling every single girl that looks like me, telling them that no matter what, you are beautiful just the way you are. And there's nothing that you can't achieve. And that's why I cried.
Wow. It's so powerful, honestly. And the fact is that it keeps on being powerful because we have like YouTube and wherever you're watching or listening to this, you know, you keep paying that forward. And even to purchase like Miss Grand Ghana, how did you do that? Because I'm in my head, I'm like, does it cost a lot of money? Like, do you invest? You don't have to do it, would you do it?
I do it, yes, because I've always wanted to give back to my country. I always wanted to be a part of Ghana in some way. That's basically why we're here. We're all global ambassadors, you know? We're all ambassadors for Ghana too, all Ghanaians. We have to do something to help the country, help the economy, find a way for it to boost, for it to thrive. And winning Miss Grand International, but I won as United States of America. I didn't win with Ghana on my chest.
Yeah.
I looked around all these 100 contestants. Ghana wasn't even there.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I need to make a change. There's something I need to do. I need to help Africa see this, that it's important to have representation internationally. It's not all about football. It's really not all about football. And beauty, with us beauty queens, we are also selling the name of Ghana out there.
Yeah.
We're putting Ghana on the map.
Yeah. It's country marketing.
It's
Branding.
country marketing. So imagine having a sash of Ghana on that stage. People say, oh, Ghana, let me go and Google Ghana. Oh, I want to go to Ghana. You have a global ambassador. You have an ambassador right there on an international stage with like so many different countries.
Yeah.
Representing you, your nation. So I was like, okay, you know what? This is my way. I won the international pound. Fine. I'm going to use the funds that I received and I'm going to put it back into my country. So I then purchased the franchise for Miss Grand Ghana. I brought it home and then I started Miss Grand Ghana. And I started Miss Grand Ghana because I realized that a lot of pageants, there's a pageant stereotype in Ghana that's not really good. But I want to also change that as well because people think so negatively about pageants, but they don't really know that pageants are actually changing so many girls' lives. All the girls that have come since 2022 have come towards my life, that have become my winners, that have won with me, they've stayed with me.
Yeah.
I put them through school. Some of them have traveled for the first time. I made that happen. Some of them are in apartments. They're living a good life.
Yeah.
Because I make sure that I take care of you. You came to me because you needed help and you had nowhere to go. And I make sure that I redirect you, help you rewrite your story, and give you a purpose. And that's what I've been doing for my girls. Since 2022, all my winners, they're still with me.
I love how I said my girls. It's like,
they're my babies. They're my babies. Like, they don't go anywhere. Like, once they win, they're with me. So 2022, I had 5 girls.
Yeah.
They stuck with me.
So 5 girls competed in 2022.
No, in 2022, 20, I think 25 girls competed. 16 made it to the stage. And I crowned 5 girls.
Yeah.
And then in 2023, I appointed, but that was my first diaspora queen. So she's also someone in 2023, Katava Vetlana. She is also a girl that has been fighting through pageantry, but she is half Thai. So her mom is Thai and her father is Ghanaian. And she's really been beat up in that industry, especially because she's darker. You know, she didn't really fit into that beauty stereotype. She competed from several pageants, and her only dream was to make it to Miss Grand International, and she was never able to do it. So I saw her compete for Miss Grand Thailand, and when she competed for Miss Grand Thailand, she was eliminated, and I was like, this girl deserves more, because you could see she put in everything. So I then reached out to her to audition, and she auditioned. I fell in love with her. We brought her to Ghana, appointed her, crowned her, and sent her to Miss Grand International. Made her dream come true.
Wow.
After that, we've been working with her intensively. She's been doing English training and classes for other people. And this is what I love to see, because it's like, once I empower a girl, I see her going out to do it for others. Yeah. And that's amazing. Imagine if all women come together and we do this, the world would be a better place.
We need to, and that is the thing, like, so how do you deal with like the other side of pageantry, like girls who maybe compete together but don't like each other or even bully each other? Like, how do you manage that now that you are a Miss Grand Ghana? Like,
a national director. I don't tolerate that in my pageant. Yeah. Once you come into my pageant and you start to audition, I tell them right there that if you are here to bully, then this is not for you. If you're here to pick on anyone else, this is not for you. This competition, it's like you're coming for a job interview. Everybody has put down their resume. Now I'm looking for that best candidate that can represent the brand perfectly.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And only one person can do that. But I'm not going to tolerate you bullying anyone. So we have a category called Miss Bully. Now, if you emerge as Miss Bully, you become that person that's a bully, you are eliminated.
Wow.
So we have Miss Congeniality, which you'll be rewarded, and Miss Bully, which you will be eliminated. We don't tolerate that here.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Because you're representing much more than Miss Grand Ghana. Exactly. You're representing Ghana.
You're representing Ghana. And when you go international, they don't call you by they don't know your name.
No.
They just know you as Ghana. They're like, Ghana, where are you going?
Yeah.
You know, you're a whole nation.
Yeah.
So I need to make sure you have that attitude. You're representing our nation to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
You know, so that when people remember you, they'll be like, oh, I remember Ghana. Oh, Ghana was so sweet. Da, da, da. It will push them to even want to come to Ghana because of you.
Yeah. And that is, I think, so how do you make the girls like understand the weight of it all in such a small, like how, okay, I have multiple questions here. Like how long is the process when they apply to Miss Grand Ghana and to go through the whole thing to the finale? I've seen, of course, the interview phase and I've seen the finale as a judge, but I would love to know like how long have they been trained? Because even between the interview phase and then a week later, the finale, there was such a big difference.
There was a big difference. Yeah.
In stage presence, in communication, public speaking, everything.
Yes.
But like I was like, you have work. This is a lot of work. How long is that process and how do you get them ready for that?
Like 3 months. Oh, it's a 3 months process.
Wow.
Yes. And that's the thing. So we start the audition process, which takes like about a whole month, right? Because we need to make sure we're getting the perfect girls.
Yeah.
Now, this is through CVs and their resumes, their pictures, their videos. We cut them down. Then we invite them to a face-to-face audition. Then we do our selection. After that face-to-face audition, we put them all in the group chat and we start giving them tasks and challenges and things like that. All of this is to get to know them. You know, get to know who they are, how you can survive on your own. We give you a task. We want to see how you can do it by yourself without the help of us. So we do that. Sometimes we'll put them in the group chat, like they're 50 in the group chat. Then we'll cut it down to like 20. So by the time it gets to the final stage, only like 16 can make it on the final stage. Just not everyone. So we've already started our elimination process. So it is both virtually and in person.
Wow.
So by the time you get to in person, only the good ones are coming to join the in-person because you've done a series of tasks. You've gone through so many different challenges and you have succeeded.
Yeah.
So now you have you've qualified actually to make it towards the in-person round.
Hey Gold Circle fam, so sorry to interrupt, but just to let you know, hit the subscribe button so that you're the first one to be notified when a new episode airs. Also leave some comments, let us know what your questions are, your updates about your entrepreneurship journey, whatever. Like it, share it with others, become a part of the family, the Gold Circle family. Thank you again. Let's continue.
But from the in-person round, still, the difference in, like, I just have those two reference points was so big.
Still, yes. There's still a they get trained. They get trained every single day. They have speech training. They have coaching. They have etiquette class. They have catwalk grooming. There's so many things on a daily. They are rehearsing. They can rehearse from 6 sometimes to 2 a.m.
And you engage in all those experts. How do you get access to all the people?
I am doing it.
Wow.
It's me. Yes.
And that is because I read something doing my research about you that you went to the top pageantry training camp in Thailand.
Yes. In Philippines.
In Philippines, sorry.
Yes.
Philippines, yeah. Yes. When was that? How did you get there? What inspired you to do that?
Since 2019. So I realized that Philippines they were always thriving. Miss Universe Philippines is always winning. Miss World Philippines is always winning. I'm like, what is about Philippines that Philippines is constantly thriving? And then I would sit down and I'll analyze the videos and I realized they kill it when it comes to question and answers. They kill it when it comes to even posture, composure. Everything is on point, from their wardrobe to the way they look to the way they walk on that stage. Everything is on point. I was like, you know what? I'm going to Philippines because if there's something in Philippines that's happening that the girls come out looking like this, I'm going there too. I'm going to go learn from them, take it back home and train my girls so that my girls can also compete with.
Wow. And did you do that before you won Miss Grand USA and Miss Grand International?
Yes. So I stayed in the Philippines for about a year or two.
Wow.
Studying, yes.
And this is the difference. You did the work.
I did.
You invested in yourself.
Yes.
You didn't have a guarantee of an outcome. And you looked around like, they are doing well. What are they doing well?
Exactly.
Let me go there to learn.
Exactly.
That is mastery. Like,
Exactly.
oh my God.
I know. I didn't know what the outcome would be, but I knew that I wanted to compete internationally, and I knew that
Tools.
exactly with the best tools.
Mhm.
I didn't want to be at a disadvantage, because you see, one thing I hate is when people make excuses. I don't want to make excuses. I want to put in the work, because these girls are putting in the work. Most of them you would see like they have veneers, and some of them are like restructuring themselves. Like there's so many things they're doing in order to be able to be that perfect girl you see on stage.
Wow.
I can't expect to sleep 24/7 and get on stage and win. I need to also put in the work. So moving to the Philippines was actually the best decision I made, because KF, they trained me in an amazing way. And after I trained with KF, I went to one USA, went to one Grand International.
Wow.
And I realized that, wow, there's something that they're doing that my girls need to do. So I've incorporated that training into my training, where I have the girls do the duck walk. They hate it, but they're still going to do it. And the duck walk is basically when they put their hands behind their back and they go into a squats formation, and they literally walk in heels for like hours.
Oh, so you're training your...
Yeah, exactly. But by the time you get up, your composure, you are straight, your neck is up, you are literally walking in a T, and that's basically it. You put in that work. It's a lot of work. It's hard, but then by the time you get back up, you're already structured.
Because it was really, the level was amazing. Like I have seen, like I even competed in a pageantry. I was, I think, 19 years old. It was a long time ago. In the Netherlands, Miss Flevoland is one of the regions.
Yeah.
And I don't have the size, like the height and stuff, but at that time I was really like, I don't know, size 8 or something, and petite. And I just, for me, I'm always someone, I want to challenge myself, do something new. I did a bit of modeling work, and I was also a dancer. I did some music videos and stuff. And I was like, why not? And in the Netherlands, also the beauty standard is very wide, very like, I was the only black girl competing in the first place. But I just was like, why not? Let's just do it. So I've been through that process. And then later I was asked as a judge for Miss Africa Netherlands, which was also an amazing experience. And with like stage presence and me with my dancing experience, and also as a singer, like to see that coming back together.
Yeah.
So it makes me also give you a bridge to your singing career, because you are also a singer, and I saw that there's like this type of thread going through the winners. Like I think Faith is a singer too, and Ketava also. Is that something that gives you like an extra edge if you also have like a skill like that?
Yes, because with Miss Grand International, they have a category called the Grand Voice Award. Okay, so all the contestants, all the 100 contestants or 150 contestants, you are all competing again within the competition for who has the best voice.
So all of them can sing?
That's the thing. It's not all of them that can sing, but that one country that can sing, she wins that Grand Voice Award, where she wins a prize. And then also she literally gets to stay with the organization, touring with them and doing musical performances, because then they know that she has a career in music. So they then help her develop it. So that's what Ketava did. When Ketava won Grand Voice,
her voice was so beautiful. Yeah. I was a judge, but I was filming it though. Because I was like, wow.
She has a beautiful voice, and luckily Faith has it too. So imagine we won it in 2023. Imagine we win it in 2025. That is amazing.
That also puts a stamp so you're really being strategic in how you select, because that's a lot of strategy that people, and planning and project management, like that people don't realize.
Oh, it's so much that goes into it. But also when we put out the application form, we ask you, what's your talent? Okay. We ask, what's your talent? We ask, can you sing?
Yeah.
We tell you, submit a video of you singing. Let's hear your voice. So we do that as well. So there's so many things that go on within the back end. Be it, we ask you for your height. We ask you if you competed in pageants before. We ask you for your weight. We ask you for so many things. And then you send in videos as well with us throwing questions at you. So by the time you get to us, we already know that this is a girl that qualifies. So every single girl you saw there could actually sing.
Wow.
Our top 13, every one of them could actually sing a bit.
So I only needed the height in my life. Because I also sing.
But how tall are you?
161 meters. I don't only know a meter.
So you're like
I don't know.
you're like 5'7", 5'8".
I don't know. I don't know American.
Yeah.
I lived in America, but I don't know the measurements.
So again, with my pageant, we're breaking beauty stereotypes. So you don't have to be 5'9", 5'10", or that height. Yeah. My first queen is 5'6", 5'5", 5'6".
That's amazing.
That's international. Yeah. You can't go international being 5'5" or 5'6", but I am breaking that.
That's amazing.
She can. She has the ability. When she's standing in an audience, she commands that audience.
Yeah.
And that's what's important. Yeah. What's important is that she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
She's dedicated. She wants to make a change. She wants this. And I could see that in her. So why take the opportunity from her because God didn't give her height? That doesn't make sense.
I love how you're breaking barriers even within Miss Grand Ghana, and then also influencing that into the rest of the world.
Yes.
But how did you get the skills? Like, of course, you went to the Philippines and stuff, but the skills to organize is not easy. Organize a big event like this. I saw people like ambassadors of countries being in the audience. The whole media team is amazing. I mean, we got introduced to Twins Don't Beg, right? And like, what skill? What is your did you have an educational background for that? Do you do courses? What do you do?
It's just a talent. Because, being in pageants, you have to organize your whole life. You have to organize exactly what you're going to say, what you're going to do, how you're going to perform. It's all a whole performance. Sometimes we go to pageants and we're there for like 3 months. Sometimes you're there for a whole month, right? You need to be on your A game 24/7 all day.
Yeah.
So it's like
you're your own stylist.
Exactly.
You're your own
your own hairstylist, your makeup artist, you're your own speech coordinator. Everything, it's you. So you are coordinating your whole life getting there. So it's just something that I picked up because being there for so long, I also have that gift. Thank God that I can see, I have a vision of how I want things to be, and I work towards it to make sure I achieve it so that it is exactly how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So that's basically what helped me with Miss Grand Ghana. Miss Grand Ghana, unfortunately, I didn't have a massive team, but the little people that were on board, I'm so glad that they were able to understand me, understand my vision, and we were able to bring it to light. Yeah. It's so funny. You should have seen me the day before, the background, everything that came on the screen. I was sitting here with the video editor and I was like, okay, I want it to look like they're going to heaven. Draw something. Let me see. It's like every single song that plays, I have a concept in mind and I tell him, I try to draw it, and then we bring it to light. So every single thing, from the lights to the fire to the smoke, everything was on beat, and it has been written out on how they should make it play.
It really was like a Hollywood production. Oh, you live in that way.
I try, and I'm so happy. I try. This is all about paying attention.
Yeah.
Paying attention to detail.
Yeah.
And actually caring about what you do. There's some people that would run pageants but don't really care about it. I care about what I am doing.
Yeah.
I care about making sure my ladies look amazing on stage. Because if I'm hosting the Ghana pageant and the Ghana pageant looks similar to international pageant, now we have some respect already, because they're like, oh wow, look at the production they put out there. Yeah. They're doing amazing. But if you don't put in the work, they won't see.
No, it's true.
It's 100 and something countries. You need to make a difference.
Yeah.
You need to stand out.
It's true. So what would you actually you actually answer that question a bit, but what do you want the world to see when they see Ghanaian queens on the stage? Like, what do you want them to feel?
When they see, basically when the world sees my girls or Ghanaian queens, I want them to know they worked hard. they worked hard against all odds, against being told that they are not beautiful enough or they don't fit into the standards of beauty. They have worked so hard. They've broken so many beauty barriers to even stand there. It's taken a lot from them to get there.
Yeah.
So when you see a Ghanaian queen on there, know that we might not have the resources that you guys have international, be it the Venezuela, the Philippines. They have all of that. We don't. It's just us. It's just me putting into all my girls, making sure that they match that beauty standard over there. Like, I put so much into making sure that their national costume is up to par, the evening gown is up to par, everything they wear is up to par. It's a lot, but I'm doing that because I want to believe in them and they believe in themselves and this is their dream. So when you see a girl out there, know that she's fighting hard in order to live that dream. And I'm just here to push her.
Wow. And what is the advice that you would give young Ghanaian girls, not from all African countries, Caribbean countries, I don't know, Afro diaspora all over the world, everyone all over the world. Let me just include everyone.
Yeah.
What would you want them, but especially, let's say, Ghanaian girls or from the Afro diaspora, what advice would you give them if they want to enter pageantry or you are Miss Grand Ghana?
Miss Grand Ghana, I would say you shouldn't let people determine whether you can or you cannot. You know, if this is something that you want to do, you go ahead and do it. Because only you know your strength and you know your capabilities. You don't let someone sit on your success. You need to go out and push. If I allow people to tell me, if I allowed what people said to me that I can't make it, if I allowed that to shape me and deter me from competing, I wouldn't have become Miss Grand International. I kept pushing. I rewrote my story and became Miss Grand International. So you need to keep rewriting your story. If there's something that doesn't fit in there, erase it, write it all over, because you are the commander of your story. So that's what I want girls to know. Never give up. I know people say it all the time, never give up, but really, no matter how many times you fail, because you have to fail in order to succeed. If you don't fail, you're not succeeding.
It's true.
And when you fail, that's what makes you better. All these years since I was competing, I failed. But every single year that I competed, the next year, I got better. I was better every single year until I ultimately won the crown.
Yeah.
I didn't stop.
So how did you mentally deal with the pressure and the emotional? Because even I saw on the stage at Miss Grand Ghana, you can see the expectation on some contestants' faces, and then the devastation if it's not what they wanted. How did you deal with those losses? Because I think with Miss Earth, and then also
Miss Universe Ghana.
Universe Ghana, yeah.
No, I won Miss Universe Ghana, went to Miss Universe, didn't place, went to Miss Earth, was top 20.
Yeah.
And then after Earth, went to International Grand and won.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I didn't really feel bad because I learned something.
Yeah.
From 2014 when I competed in Universe, that's when I was studying Philippines so hard. And I was like, okay, I see where I messed up, because in 2014 when I went, I didn't even have the costumes. I didn't even have I realized that I didn't even fit with the girls that were competing.
You're doing a lot of self-reflection.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes.
You're just honest with yourself.
Exactly.
Where can I improve? That is so important for everyone listening or hearing this or watching this. Don't always point outside.
Exactly.
Look inside yourself. Ask people around you. Look at who is doing better than you.
Yes.
And be humble enough to model them, ask them questions.
Exactly.
We can't do it from afar.
Exactly.
But put in the work.
Exactly.
That's putting in the work.
That's putting in the work.
Because it's not nice sometimes to look at yourself and be like, no one is perfect. So, but maybe also with growing up and even as girls, as women, you need to be perfect in this way. And then it's hard to look back at yourself. But you have to break down certain survival mode, like the survival mode that you have been carrying your whole life, to really look at yourself and be like, okay, I have to improve this. And then also take the time, the money, the uncertainty to invest. I mean, the step that you took to go to the Philippines is big. And to go into a whole new culture that you don't, anyone in your family ever been to the Philippines before you? No, right? It's just you.
Yeah.
New food, new culture, new language, unspoken rules that you don't know of because you don't know the culture. That is big.
Yes.
I just want to commend you for doing all this and then giving this back.
Thank you so much. I try.
So my last the golden nuggets that I want to ask you, like, what is your personal mantra for success?
I would say my mantra for success is just to keep going. Just to keep going, because it's like there's so many times that you will feel knocked down or beat up. And if you stop, it ends there. The story ends. But if you keep going, you continue to write the story. So that's my mantra. I just keep going no matter what. Like sometimes I feel defeated, sometimes I feel down, but I just get up and I just rewrite it. I do what I'm supposed to do in order to make it better. And that's it. Like coming to Ghana to do Miss Grand Ghana this year, there's so many challenges. And if I let that stop me, this show wouldn't have happened. The winners would have never received their crown and they would have never been crowned. This opportunity would have missed them, but I kept going. So that's the thing. I want you guys to keep going, like no matter what it is, just keep going. You can do it. Eventually you figure it out, but don't stop. When you stop, you are allowing your inner self to win. Like if you stop, you're allowing the dark thoughts within you to win. You don't want that to happen. You want to keep pushing because that's when the beauty comes out. So keep pushing.
Beautiful. Keep pushing. Well, I will leave all your social media handles and everything in the description, tagging, wherever you see this, listen to this, you will get to know Abena Akuaba. So yeah, I'm so happy to.
Thank you so much. It was so great to meet you, and thank you for being a part of Miss Grand Ghana. We hope you're going to come next year. Yes. So we are very excited.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.